Let's talk about the Alex Salmond case. Your predecessor and former friend has said that your account of this is, and I quote, simply untrue, manifestly untrue, untenable. Parliament has been repeatedly misled. What did you think when you saw those words?
I don't accept that, and I will refute that vigorously. Look, questions have been raised about my handling of sexual harassment claims
They have.
made about my predecessor. It's right that I am properly scrutinised on that. I had hoped that I would be before the committee conducting this inquiry on Tuesday this week. Unfortunately, that's been delayed by a couple of weeks. But I'll sit before that committee and I will refute all of those accusations, and I will set out my account of what happened, given the very difficult situation that I faced. And people can make their own judgments on that. But what I will never do, is apologise for doing everything I could to make sure that claims, complaints about sexual harassment were investigated, that they weren't simply swept under the carpet because of the seniority and the powerful position of the person who was subject to them.
Your spokesman said that Mr. Salmond is, and I quote, spinning false conspiracy theories. Do you agree with your spokesman?
Well, what I do certainly sometimes reflect on is that at times I appear to be simultaneously accused of colluding with Mr. Salmond to somehow cover up accusations of sexual harassment on the one hand, and then on the other hand, of being part of some dastardly conspiracy to bring him down. Neither of those things.
Do you agree with your own spokesperson that he is spinning false conspiracy theories or not?
There are false conspiracy theories being spun about this, and in that,
coming from Alex Salmond.
Well, look, by Alex Salmond, by people around him, you can draw your own conclusions around that. But what I would say is this: what is forgotten in all of that are the women who brought forward these complaints. Now, you know, at the time I became aware of all of this, just tried hard not to interfere with what was going on and not to do anything that would see these swept aside rather than properly investigating. Now, the Scottish Government made mistakes in the investigation of that, and that's part of the subject of the inquiry. But I didn't collude with Alex Salmond, and I didn't conspire against him. But when I get the opportunity, which I've been waiting a long time on now, to sit in front of this committee, then I can set out these things fully. It's right, as First Minister, I was faced with a difficult decision. Then I have given me a free pass. It's right that I'm properly scrutinised on that.